Hello, haunters, spirit enthusiasts, and people who probably just went down some strange rabbit hole of YouTube to end up on this video. Welcome back to Morris Manor for another episode of Halloween in February. As you probably read by the title, today we'll be doing a review on the Spirit Halloween 2020 exclusive animatronic by the name of Little Daisy and the Maestro. Wow, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for not making another Kiwi joke. God it. Anyway, let's get right into the news. Alright, as always, we'll be starting off with the quality. Maestro is mostly made up of a combination of metal poles and plastic connectors. Both his and Daisy's face are thin latex with a plastic mold underneath, and they share a wooden base. I'm not gonna lie, the quality could definitely be better, especially for how much money you're paying for this thing. For example, one thing I'm not a fan of is the marionette strings are attached with just a zip tie. It works and everything, but it seems cheap, and if you want to disassemble him at the end of the year, you'll have to buy more zip ties. Just one of the flaws I have with him. Honestly, the quality overall probably varies. Just do your best to take care of him and he'll probably be fine. Before we end the segment on him, however, I did want to mention that he does have forest demon mouth.
Give it to me straight, Doc. What's his condition?
Unfortunately, I'm afraid Maestro has been diagnosed with forest demon mouth.
What does that mean?
Basically, his mouth movement will be slow, subtle, and barely noticeable.
Oh, well, that's not too bad.
He has 10 days to live.
Wait, what the fuck?
But yeah, seriously, not a fan of the mouth movement. And I know it's not just mine that has this issue either, so if he were to return one year, I really hope that they could fix this somehow.
Bitch, lasagna, bitch, lasagna. Say nothing.
Next up, let's talk about that price tag. Now, Maestro retails for around $300 US, and I believe $350 up in that, that one country that I don't think it really exists. You know the one. But yeah, he costs around $300, making it one of the cheapest Spirit Halloween props up to date. I wish I was joking, but at this point it's basically true. Would I say he's worth the price, though? As much as I love him and he's probably my second favorite Halloween prop of 2020, I would have to say no, he's not. But, hey, honestly, if you're spending $300 on Spirit Halloween animatronics, get a life, virgin. Excluding me, of course. I got it for scientific purposes. It's for the YouTube revenue, I promise. It's just to make a video on. I sleep with lots of women, please believe me. Anyway, like I said before, he's super cool and has lots of great qualities, but he just isn't worth that price. If you really want to get him, I highly suggest using a coupon. I was lucky enough to grab him with my 30% off employee discount, but he was still expensive, but a coupon would definitely help.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Now let's talk about that animation. I'm absolutely in love with the whole concept of a puppeteer moving around a human being on strings. A little kid, no less, too. It's disturbing, to say the least, and I am here for it. The biggest flaw I wanted to point out in his animation, besides that terrible mouth movement, is that when he puppets Daisy around, she tends to lean heavily towards the side or in the middle, rather than side to side. I've seen that with mine as well as a lot of others. It may be intentional, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Sure, this can be fixed, and some aren't as bad as others. But as you can see, mine's got that flipsy-flopsy girl, and I don't love that. Besides from that, he's amazing, though. Anyway, I feel like I've been blabbing on way longer than I need to be about his motors, so let's check out what he does.
She never eats, she never sleeps, she never speaks, but she knows how to haunt you. It seems I've trained her very, very well. Want to be a part of my act? I'll get you in my grips and you'll do whatever I say. Come on, it'll be fun. Look what I have here. A live puppet for this undead puppeteer. Come any closer and you'll be joining in on the fun.
Now it's time for some closing statements. I feel like throughout this review I've been kind of harsh and pointing out more flaws than good things about this guy, but please don't let that fool you. He's such a cool prop, and I'm really glad Spirit is releasing some original ideas again instead of just clowns galore. He has a few minor things that bother me, so I figured they should be pointed out in the video. Besides that, he's super amazing, and overall I highly recommend him. That all being said, thank you so much for watching. Sorry I've been kind of inactive on my YouTube channel since Halloween, but I've got a few pretty big videos in the works right now, so just sit tight. Until then, this is Charlie Chicken signing off. Bye-bye.
Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space, and this is how the message ran.